There's no guru, there is no teacher, there is no writing, there is no energy that has the answer. The answer is inside of you. I want you to know that everything you seek is just a tool to help you find your answer. So you just broke up. Emotions are running high. You want to get back together. You don't know if you should do the no contact rule. So what is the no contact rule? No contact rule means we're not going to speak whatsoever. We're going to unfollow each other from social media. We're not going to talk to each other on the phone. We're not going to talk. Sometimes when you guys break up, you're not actually breaking up. What you're doing is you're getting mad at each other and you're breaking up for 3 days, for a week. It's called a fake breakup. That's not real. You're doing this because there's a difference in opinion of the way things should go, or the way things should be, or the way certain behavior should be, and you guys don't agree on it. So therefore you break up for a couple of days, or maybe even a couple of hours in some of these petty situations. Or you'll break up for a week, but you guys aren't really gonna separate. You're just pissed at each other. So you take a break, one of you gets lonely, hits the other one with an I miss you text, and you guys are right back to where you started. Y'all still have the dysfunctional behaviors. If you go through that type of breakup, here's what I recommend. The no contact rule kind of makes sense at some points, because it sounds like there may be a lot of anger, a lot of hostility, a lot of misunderstanding. The no contact rule makes sense, and it doesn't make sense, and let me tell you why. When you guys know you're not going anywhere, the no contact rule makes sense, and it doesn't make sense. It's both. It makes sense because you have emotions that are not going to help the situation. If you have a bunch of anger, resentment, hostility, and negativity towards the person that you love, the person that you care about, the person that you're trying to be with, those are the emotions that are going to come out. And you don't want to communicate with those emotions. When you love someone and you care about someone, you don't want to communicate with anger. You don't want to communicate with hostility. You communicate those emotions towards someone you could care less about. So in that environment, I can understand why someone would do the no contact rule, because you want to protect what you've built, and you don't want to have those emotions. Now, on the other hand, my personal philosophy is that if there's a problem, we're going to talk about it. And we're going to look for solutions. And maybe we don't find a solution today, but we have to at least talk about solving the problem. That's my philosophy. That's how I look at all of my relationships. If there's a problem, cool. The problem isn't the problem. The problem is a lack of solutions. And that's why so many people have problems in their relationships. That's why so many governments are having problems with their citizens. It's not about the problem. It's about the lack of solutions. So if you're in a relationship, a healthy relationship, you shouldn't even be focusing on problems. You should be focused on how do we solve each problem? How do we solution think? So that's why I don't feel like the no contact rule is necessary in the first situation where we know we're getting back together. Like, hey, let's communicate effectively, all right? So that's the first situation. Now, the second situation, a breakup happens. You guys are at a point of, maybe you've done the fake breakup like 7 times. Maybe you guys are just tired, you're just fed up. Maybe there's some acceptance there where you guys can both accept, or at least one person accepts, hey, we're just not the right people for each other, at this time. So let's call this a major breakup, right? We talked about the fake breakup. Now let's call this a major breakup. There are differences that can't be mended, okay? You can't reconcile the differences here in this situation. So what do? How do you get over it? You know what I mean? What's the first step towards getting over it? I'll tell you my personal philosophy. I don't want to see you anywhere. I have to unfollow you. I have to remove you from social media. I have to delete your number out of my phone. I have to change my phone number. If all of my memories in my current apartment are built with you, I have to move. I have to destroy the memorabilia that connects you to me. Letters you may have written me, presents, songs on my iTunes. Some people may think this is extreme. Anything that reminds you of pain is only going to remind you of pain. Even if it's associated with a little bit of joy, if it is ultimately pain, pain is pain. So it is your duty to protect your personal health, your mental health. If you have to subtract things from your life that remind you of negativity, of pain, it sounds like you're trying to take care of yourself. It sounds like you're trying to be healthy. Don't let anyone make you feel like you're being dramatic because you have to remove your ex from your social media. Don't make anyone make you feel like you're being dramatic because you have to change your number. Maybe you have to change your job. Maybe you have to move. It is up to you at all times to protect yourself, to protect your health, to protect your wealth, to protect your dreams, to protect everything. And if you have to remove a toxic person from your life, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't make anyone make you seem or feel like you are doing too much by removing people. If you are taking the necessary measures to remove toxic, violent, deadly, negative people from your life, you are practicing what we call self-preservation, which is every human's right. You have the right to protect yourself. You have the right to put yourself in healthy situations. If you guys know it's over and you cannot reconcile these differences, I applaud you. I applaud you for removing everything from your life, implementing the no contact rule so you can move on and so you can heal. When you spend a significant amount of time with someone, that person truly does become your friend. And sometimes it just doesn't work out from a dating situation, and that's okay. But if you can take the no contact rule for enough time for you both to effectively heal and move on, start new relationships down the road, and change both of your lives, at some point you guys might be able to come back together as friends. And I'm actually speaking from personal experience with this situation. And it might work, and it might be a healthy friendship. But if you try to be just friends after you guys just broke up, it's not gonna happen, guys. It's just not gonna happen. There are not many people who know how to do that effectively. So with that being said, I'm out of here. I really hope this video brought you some value. I will be back with some more videos for you.